G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we've actually got not Marvel stuff as such, but we've got more of our homebrew fan-made content, and this is going to be the third and final villain that I'm going to be showing off from the Warriors Orochi range, which I've been putting together myself. I do really hope to sort of revisit the Warriors Orochi range down the track, but in terms of all of the villains, this is pretty much what I've done so far. So we're going to be looking at a villain by the name of Ishikawa Goemon. And just before we get into his details, I just wanted to point out that he's actually a character from the Samurai Warriors range of games. Some of you might have been wondering why I keep referring to this range of characters that I've been showing off recently as Warriors Orochi rather than the Dynasty Warriors range or the Dynasty Warriors range, depending on how you like to say it. And that's because the Warriors Orochi version of the video games allowed you to sort of mix and match all the characters from Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors. So even though I've been making the vast majority of my characters for Dynasty Warriors, I do plan on making a bunch of Samurai Warrior characters, and at this stage I only really have the one character, and that's one villain, and that is Ishikawa Goemon. I've also got a bunch of locations done for the Samurai Warriors part of the world, and I'm going to be showing off all 6 of those today. So we've got I think it's Azuchi Castle, Gifu Castle, Edo, Inuyama Castle, Osaka, and Matsumoto Castle as well, and you'll see why down the track why these are all basically based on castles as we go through and explain the villain. But I just wanted to sort of give a bit of background there as to why there might be a Samurai Warrior villain showing up when we've pretty much got all Chinese Dynasty Warrior characters up until this point. So let's have a look at old Ishikawa. So he's a bit of a fun character. He's basically sort of like a big sort of goofball thief in the video games, and he basically runs around. You can't quite see here, but he has like a giant sort of cannon strapped to his back as well. And in the games, he's kind of running around in the background. He's not one of the major characters, but he's kind of like this sort of I guess like comedic relief sort of thing character, where he's going around the different castles and looking to steal this special priceless urn called the Plover Urn, and he goes from castle to castle looking for that. So I thought, when designing my first range of Samurai Warriors locations, I thought, oh, it'd be fun to sort of actually have all of them as different castles. And obviously, disclaimer here, all of the artwork on these do not show the actual castles or anything like that, so they probably look totally different to what they look like in real life, but yeah, they're just sort of inspired by, I guess. So yeah, so that's the idea. So his villain battle is kind of this whole sort of running around trying to catch him red-handed as he's like stealing all these urns, and basically you're trying to sort of stop him from stealing the actual real one as well. So let's have a quick look at the back here. So his special rules are that you replace the rescue civilians mission with the raise the alarm mission card. So in this game, the civilians are essentially representing like the guards who are sort of like patrolling the streets and stuff and stopping him from stealing. So you don't really want to remove them as much as you can. Instead you have this raise the alarm mission. We randomly place 5 fake urn tokens and 1 genuine urn token face down in each location. So we're basically putting 6 tokens out, 1 for each of the locations, but we do it without looking at the underside. So but if you don't have access to this, and you do happen to have, I think they're in the promo box, you can use Kingpin's plan tokens, because essentially they're just you just need 6 tokens essentially, and in this case you would count the 6 as the genuine urn. Or if you've got any other way of using sort of 6 sort of randomized tokens, you can do that too. So But if you do like the idea of the urn tokens, where you can sort of print this guy off as well, you'll find access to the tokens. I'm pretty sure I've uploaded the token, so let me know if I haven't. We're going to be playing 3 heroes today, so he's going to be coming in with 9 health. And if we have a look here, let's have a look at his special rules. So, when a hero is KO'd, you don't activate his BAM. Instead, we remove the nearest urn token to Goemon and place it face down on this dashboard. Okay, so you do that without looking at it, so he gets a face down urn on his dashboard. Heroes may spend 2 heroics in the same turn to place matching action tokens on the Raise the Alarm mission. If they do, discard all thugs from their location and add 2 civilians there instead. Okay, and you'll see that on the Raise the Alarm mission card here, they do have that link there, so that's supposed to show that they're linked. Alright, so pop that back down there. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, when in Goemon's location, heroes may spend 1 heroic on their turn to remove an urn token from the dashboard and place it face down in the nearest location with no urn. So essentially you sort of take it back off him and put it back in an empty spot. And if Goemon ends his turn in a location with any civilians, he is dealt a damage. So essentially, if he goes around and finds himself in spots with civilians, they deal him a damage, and this is even when he's invulnerable. Yes, that rule never gets broken. Well, it gets broken in this one situation. So you still can't damage him himself when he's invulnerable, but the civilians will do that. They'll do 1 damage to him, and that's why his health is a bit sort of boosted from what it would probably normally be for this type of villain. So that's just something to bear in mind. His overflow: if a civilian or thug cannot be added to a location, remove the nearest urn token to that location and place it face down on this dashboard. So basically, if he KOs you, he steals a urn token. If he creates overflow, he steals urn tokens. Let's have a look at his BAM. You know what he's going to be doing. Alright. Community service. No, he's going to be stealing urn tokens. Alright, so if there are no civilians present in Goemon's location, so in this case guards, remove an urn token there if possible and place it face down on his dashboard. So essentially he wants to go to places where there's no guards and steal the treasure. However, okay, so that's if there are no civilians present. Otherwise, so if there are, otherwise move Goemon to the nearest location, clockwise location, with no civilian if possible. Okay, so but in that case he doesn't get to steal an urn, so he jumps to another spot where there's no civilians, because at least he doesn't want to get hit by the civilians. Then, after all of that, he deals a damage to 1 hero in his location and each adjacent location. So he's like throwing out a bunch of ninja stars, because he's kind of like a ninja as well. I think he's a ninja. Anyway. Alright, he's a thiefy ninja. Alright. Alright, so his villainous plot. If there are ever 6 urn tokens on the dashboard, he doesn't lose, we lose, the heroes lose. Alright, so if he steals all 6 urn tokens, then he's guaranteed to have the correct one. He's found the Plover Urn and we are in trouble. Now, additionally, if Goemon is defeated, then reveal any urn tokens that are still on this dashboard. And if the genuine urn is revealed, we still lose, because we let him get away with the priceless one. So that's the whole name of the game, is running around trying to stop him from stealing stuff, and hopefully by the end of the game he hasn't gotten away with too much loot, and especially, hopefully, he hasn't gotten away with the precious Plover Urn. So, yeah, it's a bit of a fun sort of battle. Not sure how super balanced it is, but you guys can sort of be the judge of how it goes, and we'll just have a bit of fun with it. We'll see how this goes. So that's Ishikawa Goemon. So Goemon is going to be represented today by I think this is Gorgon from the Inhumans, and I think it's the War of Kings expansion box, and I've chosen him because he's got the bombing knocker, just like old Goemon does have in the art there. So there you go. Alright, so we've got our locations down. I'm going to put his health there. So we're coming in with 9 health. I think I've only got 7 there, so let's not cheat. Let's put a little bit more back here. Alright, so we've got 9 now. Okay. And we now have to put these out as well. So we've got, these are the urn tokens. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get that. Alright, so they're the Plover Urns, or at least that's art for Plover Urns, but there's lots of fakes out there, so we've got to shuffle these up. Alright, shuffle, shuffle. I don't know if you can you see that I'm shuffling? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep. Shuffle, shuffle. Alright. Alright, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all down there. Let's have a look at the threats here. So he's only got 2 types of threats. There are 5 of these blow darts, so these are landing spot location ones, and you can see they discard a civilian from this location. So he's got lots of ways to sort of like try and avoid that situation where if he lands in a spot with a civilian, then he's taking damage. So yep, he uses blow darts to clear the way, put them to sleep. Now, I'll only go through the effects, I guess, of the locations if we get to them, but there is a permanent effect here in Gifu Castle which says targets in this location can only be damaged or discarded by attacks or effects that originate there. So you can't sort of shoot into that location and cause damage there. Watch as I completely forget that in a pivotal moment of the game. All right, so if you're wondering where I'm going to make the mistake, that might be it. All right, now we've got the other type of threat here, which is Okuni. So Okuni is a character in the game that's Goemon is sort of besotted with, and she sort of like, I don't know, she sort of isn't really following him around, but he seems to sort of like run into her a lot, and she kind of distracts guards and stuff like that and helps him out, sort of thing. So she's not someone who's overtly a bad guy or anything like that, so you're not trying to take her out. There's no health on here, so you're not trying to damage her. She basically just is going around causing a bit of trouble. So she has a BAM effect here, which says discard 1 civilian from this location if possible. Otherwise, move this threat clockwise. So if she's in a spot where all the civilians have been cleared out, she'll move clockwise to the next location with any civilian and discard 1 civilian there. Swapping places with any existing threat if necessary. Alright, so let's see. I think I've explained that. Yep, very good. Let's have a look then, I think, at our heroes. Alright, so we've got a coalition of Wei and Wu forces today. Starting with, we're going to be using, I think, Absorbing Man. He's got a cool, I really like his model. Going to be using him to represent Dian Wei. And Dian Wei is kind of this cool bodyguard figure. He often is depicted with a giant axe, but in one of the versions of Dynasty Warriors he had this ball and chain thing instead. So, and that just happens to be what we've got art for with the chibi sort of art here. So yeah, he's basically like a bodyguard, so his sort of special rules and stuff reflect that. So what we're going to do is take his 2 starting hand cards, and we're going to shuffle up the rest of his cards here. We will be playing standard mode, so there are double wilds in here. Okay, whoopsie, some great shuffling going on there. Alright, and we need to draw 1 more. One more. What do we get here? We got a single punch. That's huge, but he does have some pretty cool starting stuff here. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look at this security chief first. Alright, so both of these have heroics on them there. So it says, choose 1 hero to be your lord. Okay, so we're going to nominate a hero that we're playing with to be the lord. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, whenever you and the lord share a location, you may move together, and you may take the first damage the lord would receive during each villain turn. Okay, so that's what security chief does. Over here it says, Savage Guard, as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may ignore the first damage dealt to you each villain turn. So you can ignore damage as well because he's a big tough guy, right? If the target of the attack was your lord, you may punch the enemy that dealt the damage if they are in your location. So essentially, you can block damage for the lord using this card, and then if you do it in combination with this card, you can sort of dive in the way and fight off the attackers. So that's that combo ability there. Plus, he's also got himself a single punch there as well. All right, so that's Dian Wei leading the way. All right, now we're going to nominate I guess we'll get into the game, but spoiler alert, I'm going to thematically I'm going to use this guy as the Lord because he's a big giant model. We're going to use Cao Ren, I think his name, yes, Cao Ren, and he's kind of like this big sort of defensive military general, famous for, I think, did he attack, or I think he tried to defend Fan Castle against Guan Yu. So we're going to use this big giant model here of Onslaught just because he's got the big giant shoulder plates and all that sort of stuff, which he's generally depicted as having in the video games. Unfortunately, he also has a giant shield, but I'm going to just kind of pretend that this giant thing on the back of Onslaught here is like maybe a shield or something, and that's going to be his shield. So let's have a look at him here. So his abilities, let's have a look at his starting hand card here. Prepared Defense. So as long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may draw one card for each punch that you did not spend on the bottom of your cards at the end of your turn. So that's not the allies card, the previous card, but just your cards itself. So you can forfeit doing some of your actions to heal yourself up. Then he's got a couple of different ones here. So he's got Surprise Wave. You may discard until you have exactly one card in hand. Then for each card discarded, you may punch once in your location. So he's got a punch here just as part of the effect of this one, but you may discard until you have exactly one card in hand. So basically you sort of like, defense, and then you like lead a sortie sort of thing out, and you abandon the defenses to go and attack sort of thing. So you can do extra punches if you sort of like sacrifice a bit of health here. So there we go. And if you've built up some health using this one, then you can sort of do a more powerful attack. So Surprise Wave, there you go. And then he's got his Muso card in hand to start with, which is fun. So it's called Charging Bull. Now, apologies, but I've forgotten to put in here. So this is not just any combination of these that you would like. This is still a very powerful card, being a Muso card, but this should be move, comma, punch, move. So it's got to be in this order, right? So move, punch, move, punch in that order until the beginning of your next turn. You cannot be damaged. So you're sort of like rampaging through. And if this is used as a Muso link instead, we can contribute 2 punches to the whoever's turn it is when we use it. This is a Muso link, and also gives a single punch. So there you go. That's I think that's everything. I think we've explained all of his cards there. Very good. If I haven't explained, I don't think I explained Muso at the beginning of this game, or Muso links, but each hero has a Muso card in their deck that's a very powerful card, but if you have it in hand when another player plays their Muso card, you can reveal it and say Muso link, and then you have to put that card at the bottom of your deck, draw a new one, but you get to contribute whatever the Muso power is, those 2 symbols to the ally hero's turn sort of thing. So just a different way of using the card. All right, so now our third character is going to be from the Wu Kingdom, and his name is Ning. He's a sort of famous pirate general, and he does not have any starting hand cards, so we're just going to draw 3 for him. 1, 2, 3. See what he gets. We have a move and a punch. He's very fast, by the way. He's got a move, and he's got a punch, and this one says delay the next villain turn by 1 turn. There you go. So those sort of waylaying tactics that he uses as a pirate. So he's ready to go, and I think we're ready to try and stop old Goemon in his tracks. So we'll just shuffle things up. Shuffle, shuffle. Don't know if I shuffled his cards before. And we will get started. Alrighty then. Alright. Wish us luck. Alright. Stop, thief. Alright. Okay, we've got everything set up. I think we've got all the tokens out. We're looking good. Oh, by the way, you know, Christmas is rapidly approaching. If you're looking for gift ideas and that sort of thing as well. If you like these civilian and thug tokens, you can get these cool little token upgrades from, what's it called, Minis from Mars, which is a cool little Etsy store here in Oz. They make all sorts of great stuff, including the large version of Senator Kelly, as well as his little mini version and that sort of thing as well. But yeah, lots of cool little upgrades and effects for Marvel United, so definitely check them out. Alright, that's not a paid promotion or anything, that's just, I like them, so they're pretty cool. Now, let's see. Alright, well we better, I'm just trying to get a lay of the land here, but all the all the threats kind of the same, so that's fine. So, alright. We'll just see what he gets up to and what we can do about it. So, let's flip things over. Alright, hopefully he's not getting off to too flash a start here. Let's see, he's going 4. Oh, but he's going, okay, I've got to, so he's going anti-clockwise. He's going anti-clockwise. I've got to, so he's one of these villains that goes anti-clockwise. I'm sort of sounding surprised, but it's been a while since I've used this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And he's then going to bam. So let's have a look. So he's landed in this spot. So actually, before he bams, he lands in this spot. And this, he triggers. Oh, he's All right. So he's discarding a civilian straight away. Okay, that's not great. Now, because he's doing that, his bam says, if there are no civilians present, check. Remove an urn token. So he's taking this one. We don't look at it. We don't know what it is. He's going to put that there. All right. Then place it on his dashboard. Yep. Okay. We skip the otherwise bit because that doesn't happen. Then he deals a damage to one hero in his location and each adjacent location. So one of our heroes is going to take a hit. I'm thinking maybe we'll take the hit on... Oh, now Cao Ren, I would take the hit on him, but he's got all 3 really good cards out at the moment. So I don't necessarily want to do that. What about our good friend Dian Wei? He's got some pretty beefy security things he can do where he can ignore damage. So maybe, yeah, maybe we take the hit on him. I'm going to lose this single punch here. So he's going to take the hit, being the bodyguard that he is. All right. But he doesn't have any of his beefcake powers yet, so we have to take the damage there. So we only had to have one of them take the damage, not each hero. Okay, then as we go around, we check the rest of the band. So Okuni discards a civilian from the location, but there's none there. So otherwise, she moves clockwise to the next location with any civilian. So she's going up to this spot here. Swapping places with any existing threat, so she's going to swap places with the blow darts up here, and she's going to discard one civilian there. Okay. Alright, they're causing us trouble already, aren't they? And then he's going to put a whole bunch of thugs down. So he's putting 2 thugs here. 2 thugs. Oh man, we're so close to overflowing. This could be over before we know it. Alright. Yep, that happened. That sure happened. Alright. Yep. Alright, we're going to put that down. Alright. And see what we can do to counteract this dastardly foe here. Alright, so he's got 1 urn already. Okay. Well, I've just drawn Rampaging Tusks. Okay, so all of the Dynasty Warrior heroes have, I think, 4 special cards. So they've usually got 2 copies of one card that's some sort of feat that they did historically in the novelization, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Then they'll have a another card that's a special move based on, or a special effect based on a move in the video game, and then their Muso card will be based on whatever their Muso is in the video game as well. So, although in this guy's case, Savage Guard and Security Chief are two different effects, but they're both sort of based on historically or, allegedly what he was supposed to be up to. Alright, so I guess we'll put down the Security Chief one. Although I'd love to put down the one where he can block damage first. This is where it's a tough choice. Do you nominate the Chief first? Or do you get the ability to block damage in the first place first and then go from there? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe he'll become a Savage Guard so he can at least block damage each turn. Yeah. And then if I'm still kicking, I can put the Security Chief one out after that. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. So, especially because he's damaged already. So we're going to put that out, leaving him with these two cards left. So he's got Savage Guard, so now he can ignore a damage, the first damage dealt each villain turn. And if the target of the attack was our Lord, we can sort of attack back, but we don't have a Lord at the moment, so that's a moot point. We do have a heroic action there. I don't want to rescue that civilian because I want the civilian sticking around. So I guess now I need 2 heroics here. I have to play 2 in the same turn, don't I? And I can't get to his location and try and nab that off him with the single, so oh boy. I guess I'm just going to put 1 heroic token down here, although my plan isn't necessarily go for these blow darts, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Okay. So, Mr. Cao Ren. Again, I need to sort of link up these heroic actions to be able to do the raise the alarm thing, but it's not happening at the moment. I could just go for a charging bull and go around and take out a bunch of take out a bunch of thugs early, or do I get my prepared defense ready to be able to unleash a more? Yeah, I think I better get this ready. Alright, so I'm going to put down prepared defense. So that gives me a, well, it gives me a heroic, which I can at least contribute there, because I've got that from Dian. I'd love to have played something else with a heroic on it though, but I didn't have the cards for it. I'm going to put that down, and I can at least punch one of these thugs. There we go. Just calm things down there a bit. And now, yeah, I can draw cards back up. Now I could, ooh, now interesting. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm not going to punch that thug because I can at least use the punch with Ning. So I'm going to not do that. I'm going to leave that guy there for the moment. And what I'll do is I will use the actual power of prepared defense to draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card and just beef myself up a little bit. So I've got the capacity to take a bunch of hits if I need to. Now I'm thinking, oh, maybe Dian I should pick. Well, I haven't really made the choice yet, have I? Maybe I should pick Ning for Dian to protect, because I think Cao Ren's going to be doing enough protecting of himself, I think. So, yeah. Alright, okay. Keep changing my plans on the fly here, don't I? Alright, so let's see what... ooh, man, I really didn't combo this well together, did I? I need to get a couple of heroic actions in a row going. What is he going to do? So there's no lord relationship at the moment, so Ning can't sort of travel along with Dian Wei. I've got a punch here. I could delay the next villain turn. I could just do another punch. Yeah, that might not be bad. Although, bummer. Okay, what I was going to do was delay the next villain turn, and then, okay, maybe then, you know, Dian Wei can start doing some cool stuff, and maybe we can combo together some heroics. But yeah, then the next card that would come out would be this one with a heroic, but I would have played a punch there. I can move and punch. I can sort of get myself out of this spot and start traveling around. Maybe hop into a spot that I can try and steal back one of the treasures here. Or, yeah, I don't know. If I use this one, I know I've got this heroic coming up. So I could combine these two heroics, and I could sound the alarm at least in one location. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah. Alright. So I'd love to delay the next turn, but I think I can hold off on that. So I'm going to do this wild here. Alright, so it lets me do a wild and a punch. Well, I guess punching one of these guys is a good start, and while I'm at it, since I've contributed 3 of these already, doesn't hurt to clear this off here. Now, what does this say? Matsumoto Castle. Now, the reason I put Matsumoto Castle in the game is it's a really cool castle. I think it's called like the Black Crow Castle or the Black Raven Castle or something like that. So it's got, I've had some fun sort of putting the sort of dark sort of castle looking thing in there, but it's actually a really beautiful castle in real life. But I thought it'd be fun with this effect here, because I've just had a read of this again. I'm like, oh, that's right, I put this in. So we get to draw a card if any thug in this location, or thugs in this, were defeated or discarded this turn. So since we did actually defeat a thug, so good thing we decided to do that, we get... Well, I've put that in the wrong spot, haven't I? We get to draw a card, so that's pretty handy. Who did that? That was Ning. Alright, so, sweet. Oh, man, oh. We've got Muso. Oh, excellent. Now we can combo some Muso stuff together. Alright, hopefully we can hold these cards in our hands long enough. I think we'll be able to do that. And then we can trigger some Muso links and do all sorts of cool stuff. So this one says Flaming Chains. It's 2 punches, and we get to cancel the villain's movement if they start their next turn in our location. Cool. Or we can add 2 movement to the other hero if we choose to trigger it as a Muso link. And again, if you were playing close-handed, you wouldn't necessarily know, obviously, that these are coming up, sort of thing. Alright, so that was pretty cool. That's not okay. So he had a pretty good turn, but I think we had a fairly good round to start with, although we didn't really do much about this whole overflow situation, did we? So maybe our turn wasn't as good as I thought it was. Alright, well, let's see what the old Goemon has up his sleeve. I wonder if he's going clockwise or anti-clockwise. I've got to keep that in mind. I think I messed that up in the last playthrough. I think I did a movement the wrong way around. Oh no, it was based on those different characters, Doppelganger and Demi-Goblin, or whatever his name is, Demo-Goblin, and looking at where they put their tokens out. Alright, so this says move clockwise to the next location with an urn. Oh, that's where we are. Uh-oh. So clockwise to the next location with an urn, which is this one here. Oh, but this is good. Okay, yes. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Well, sort of. I think it's better than it could have been, right? So he's moved clockwise to the next location with an urn. There's no landing spot location, so good thing we got rid of the the darts there. You might be thinking, why wouldn't I be trying to get rid of these darts? But I don't think I've got a lot of heroics throughout these decks here. So I'm really limited. So I'm trying to just sort of like maybe only have to spend 6 heroics to raise the alarm to complete that mission. And then I might have a few heroics left to sort of like try and steal some of these back off him. That's my plan. All right. So he's landed here. He's not able to discard this guy because of his blow darts, so therefore, if there are no thingies present, he steals, but that's not the case. So otherwise, he moves to the nearest clockwise location with no civilians, which is going to, unfortunately, be the next location. So we don't escape his grasp. He's going to jump here, but we have stopped him stealing a urn. So he doesn't get to steal this one because he didn't arrive here first. Now, he's landed here on this blow dart location as well, but because of the nature of this, I'm assuming he's always going to land on a spot where he can't take out a civilian anyway, so he sort of ignores this ability here. So he's jumped in, but as part of his BAM, he's going to hit us, so one of us gets hit again here. So, but we can choose to be the target here, I think, with Dian Wei, and ignore that damage, is that right? So you may ignore the first damage dealt to each villain turn. Yep, we will do so. Alright, so block. Alright, there we go. So we've blocked the ninja stars there. And I'm getting, was it Fist of the North Star or Ninja Scroll vibes here? Little ninja stars, some big tough guy. That was some sort of fight, wasn't it, in one of those animes? Alright, so we've blocked that. Now, the rest of the BAM, so Akuni, she discards, uh-oh, we lose another civilian here. Okay, but she doesn't move because there was someone to get rid of. Okay, so she's made that spot. All the guards have been distracted by her. So then he's going to put out a bunch of thugs. Okay, so, uh-oh, we got some overflow. I think we do. 1, 2... Yep, we've got our first overflow. So we thought we got away with him not stealing a treasure, but he's going to steal now because he's got an overflow. If only we'd taken out one more thug. Oh, the hubris of Cao Ren. Alright. So he takes, move the nearest urn to that location, which is this one. So he gets that one. Okay. Ooh, okay, well, that didn't go great. Okay, I thought we got away with it. I thought, oh yes, he didn't get one this turn. Alright. So, we've got to start stealing these back off him, I think. He's already got 2. But does he have the one that counts? Well, time for old Dian Wei to have a turn. Oh, he's got himself a punch and a heroic. But I think we want to get this security chief thing happening. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna count these as 2 heroics. So here's what's happening. We're placing these 2 down. Heroes may spend 2 heroics in the same turn to place matching action tokens on the Raise the Alarm mission. If they do, discard all thugs. Now, unfortunately, it's discard, but it looks like there's plenty of thugs to go around, so I think we can still work on this. Discard all thugs from that location, from their location, yep. And then add 2 civilians there, haha. Alright, this is guard central. Okay. So, yep, I'm happy with that. We've made some progress. We're doing alright there. So, now the trick is, do we just keep doubling down with these heroics since we've got a heroic going on there? And the answer is no, because I don't have any heroics in this hand. That is until I draw this. Oh, now before I look at that, I should also mention I'm supposed to nominate my lord here, so I'm going to say, yeah, why not? Pirate King. Luffy, King of the Pirates over here. So, yes. Now let's put them over here so they're bodyguarding. Yep, alright, so here we go. So we've got Dian Wei bodyguarding Ning. Yep, that's the plan. Okay, so... Alright, now Cao Ren, He's supposed to draw. He's supposed to. Ooh, now, okay. Interesting. Interesting. He's drawing himself another one of these. Do I want to just get cracking on these? Or do I want to start? Because I really do need to make some progress here. But I think while I've got it, it's been pretty tricky to sort of tee these up. So yeah, let's do that. What have we got here? Yep. Okay. Yep. All right, we're going to stay there together. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Yes. All right. Now we don't have any punches that we can waste, so we're not building up our strength here, but that's okay. We are going to put another 2 heroics down here, but we've got to be careful. We don't want to rush this too much, because then we're going to have a lot of time before we can sort of catch up, where he'll be under pressure and not vulnerable. Okay, so interesting. Must be Ning's turn now. Is this where we want to do some delay tactics, maybe? We've got the flaming chains. I've got to remember I've got some Muso things going on here. We've got the charging bull. We could do that. We could delay the next villain turn by 1. What would that do? That wouldn't do much though, necessarily. If we could use it to get to Goemon and like steal some treasure back off him, that would be great. So let's see, if we played this, that would be a single punch. We're not doing much there. But then Dian could step in, but then he doesn't have any heroics to do that with. No, okay, so that's not going to help. So let's not worry too much about that. I think maybe doing something like the flaming chains would be... Oh, cancel the villain's movement if they start their next turn in your location. We don't really want him starting his turn and cancelling his movement and then him just getting to pick this up because there's no civilians there though, do we? I guess we just don't end up, just try not to end up in his location maybe. Right. Flaming chains, because what I'm thinking is if I say flaming chains I get to do 2 punches plus a move, but then I can also say Muso Link and then and you have to be in the same, I can't remember now, I didn't get my Muso card out. You have to be in the same location? I think you do. I think you have to be in the same location as well, because that's what it's like in the video game. But luckily we are in the same location. Yeah, why don't we do it? Alright, so Cao Ren's going to say Charging Bull. Alright, so he's forfeiting his ability to do his super Charging Bull thing here. And he's going to give 2 punches to Ning. He gets to draw a card then at the end of the turn as well. But Ning's going to do this. Okay, now you might be thinking, well, why would you give up 2 move? You've got 3 punches there and all this sort of stuff. So I just really want to show this Muso Link thing off. And really what it's designed to do is to give you that option of like, oh, it might make sense to play this if having those extra couple of tokens might be the difference between you clearing a mission at the right time or the wrong time sort of thing. So, but we're just going to do it now. So we're going to play that so he gets to move and do 2 punches and then get another couple of punches as well. Although I didn't consider the fact that there's only... I thought there were more thugs over here. Okay. So, potentially a disastrous use of the Muso Link, but that's okay. We're going to step in here. We are going to take our bodyguard with us because as long as... No, not this one. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, whenever you and the Lord share a location, you may move together. So, we share the location, so we may move together. So when the Lord is moving, we can take Dian Wei with us, and when Dian Wei moves, we can take the Lord with us. So, whoop, there we go. All right, so we've done that. So we move together. Then we're going to go punch, 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 and there we go. All right. Now we're a lot closer here, so that's looking better. Better, not great, but better. And that is it, though. So we... Oh. Interesting. I could instead... Oh, boy. As flash as that turn was... no, I'll stick with it. I think it would have been a better play, because I've already drawn an extra card for Cao Ren and all that sort of stuff, but if I'd simply just stepped in, punched one of these guys, I could have used the star to take that back, because I forgot I had a star here from Cao Ren as well. What am I going to do with that star now, though? Boy, that really was not a great play. Do we just throw a star on the blow darts? I mean, that helped out last time, didn't it? Yeah, let's do it. All right. Fantastic. Now, I'm pretty sure I healed with this guy. So maybe I forgot to draw a card with him at the beginning of the round. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. All right. Ooh. Well, I'm hoping I'm not cheating here because I just drew a double wild, but I'm pretty sure he got to draw a card from that, so he should be on 4. I don't think he's been damaged otherwise. Alright. So. Oh man, every time I think I've had a good turn, it doesn't turn out to be quite that good. Okay. Let's see. Not making some ideal turns, or ideal plays this time. What have we got? Ooh, is this similar to his last? This is very similar to this one, isn't it? They're both the same. Oh, but he's going counterclockwise this way. He's keeping us on our toes, so he's going to go this way. Alright. Move counterclockwise to the next location with an urn. Bingo. Uh-oh. Now, he lands here, so he's going to take out 1 civilian. However, that is not enough to allow him to steal an urn. Luckily, there's a couple of locations that have a few of these things going on. So he's going to then jump to the next clockwise location with no civilians, which is actually going to be here. Okay. Okay. Yep, guess what that bam does, doesn't it? Yep. Move to the nearest clockwise location with no civilians. That's this one. Alright. Then, so he's at least preventing himself from getting hurt. Then he's going to deal damage to 1 hero here, so we'll block the damage with Dian Wei. And, ooh, because he's blocked the damage with... That could have been targeting... yeah, so we'll say that the Lord gets targeted. Dian Wei steps in, actually takes the hit, but redirects it. However, he's not vulnerable yet. Yep, so you may punch the enemy that dealt the damage. We do that, but it doesn't do any damage. Alright. So there you go. So bam, 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 and nothing happened. Alright. So he also does the damage here in this location as well. And Cao Ren is going to have to absorb some of that damage. He doesn't actually have a blocking card as such. He just has this way of building up lots of defense. So I guess we'll just lose this single movement here. Alright. And then he puts out... Now, is he going to steal an urn? Oh, he is too. What a punk. Alright, because he overflows. Oh no, he That's terrible. He overflows in 2 locations, which means he steals 1 and 2. Is it? He steals it from that location? Yeah. Nearest. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, that's not great. He's got 4. If he gets 2 more, we are in big trouble. Big trouble. Okay. So, don't panic. Nobody panic. It's time to steal some urns back. It's what it's time for. Okay. Just stop panicking, alright? Stop panicking. Everybody, it's going to be alright. Well, okay. It would have been alright, but we just drew a single movement. Alright. A single movement's not great. We can do a single movement and do 2 unpreventable damage. Ooh, I like this. I like this. This is a good play. Look at this play. This is a boss play. Alright. Right. We're going to play this card because it's really the only option we've got. The 2 unpreventable damage doesn't have any heroics on it. So here's what we're going to do. Goemon has very kindly come to us. So, Dian is going to use 1 heroic, since he can't combine it with any others, to raise the alarm. And also that would be not a great spot to raise the alarm with. He's going to steal one of these urns back. He's going to confiscate it. Alright. This could be the single most important decision of the whole game. Let's go this one. Alright. Now. Okay. I'm going to turn and remove an urn from this dashboard and place it face down in the nearest location with no urn. Well, that is right here. Okay. Cool. Cool. Right. Now, I'm also going to get to move and punch. Where do I want to move and punch? If I move here and punch here, I can gain a card. That's potentially pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. And do I want to take him with me? Ooh, do I want to take him with me? Because if I leave him there, he could... I'm going to leave him there because I want to potentially be able to steal another urn back off my friend there. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to say, you're right over there, aren't you? Yeah, with the enemy? Yep, cool. No problem. Okay, okay. Cool. Alright. Let's draw 1 card for Cao Ren. Oh, a double wild. Wow. Now we've got some choices. The old double wild. Where am I? I'm over here. Double wild could be useful. Or I could punch with a surprise wave and discard cards from my hand and do extra punches. That doesn't seem like something I want to do now. That seems like something I want to do down the track. Alright. So, move and punch or double wild. Here's the thing though. Oh, man. I could play the double wild. I can go here. Use one of the wilds as a movement. Use the star to retrieve another urn. Told you not to panic, folks. We've got plenty of ways to get these urns back. And then use... So that's 1 movement, steal an urn back, jump in here and punch a thug. Working on this. Because if I stay here and try and take another urn back, then I'm not helping contribute to maybe alleviating some more overflow. Yeah. Plus, I'm also working towards this. I think that's, as much as I'd love to get rid of a couple of these urns, I think I'm going to do that. So, yeah, let's play that. We'll step in. We can't boost up, we don't have any punches on our bottom card there. So, yeah, stepped in. We will use the star. Ooh. What do you guys think of this one? No? You like this one? Alright. Alright, fair enough. We'll do that. And that's going to go... place it face down in the nearest location with no urn. We are here. So the nearest location we can choose... Ooh. Well, let's put it here where there's lots of civilians, maybe? And then let's step again and punch. I'd really like to be able to clear 2 spots there. This is making me nervous. This is also making me nervous. Alright. Okay. Well, we went from 4 to 2. That's pretty good. Alright, we got... Oh, now look at this. I probably should have looked at what gun Ning had up his sleeve as well. Okay. Ooh. What have you got, my friend? Any stars? Get some stars. We're going to need some stars soon for this, aren't we? We're going to soon run out of these. So, oh, you know what? This is where this comes in handy. Yes. It's all coming together. Aha. The old double wild. Okay. Okay, double wilds. You can see, if you're not playing with the double wilds, this mission could be quite a bit harder. Okay, so, but I suppose you could say the same thing for all the missions, right? Whose turn is it? It's actually Gunning's turn. Oh, now he's got so many options here. Right. What am I going to do? Do I steal both of these back? That would make my day and make your day a little less bright, wouldn't it, Goemon? I could do that. Then I could step in and do like one more punch. I could... You know what I could do? Ah, there's only 2 of them over there. Okay. Hopefully I can still do this. Let's see. If I maybe take one more of these urn tokens. Alright, sorry folks, the old camera's done the old switcheroo on me again, so I was just, I think, placing one of these. Whoa, which is it going to be? Which is it going to be? Alright, tell me when to stop. Alright, and let's put this one back. Because what I'd like to do is use one of those wilds to, as a star to confiscate the urn back off him. Then use one as a movement and the final 2 as punches. I think I'd actually prefer to do like 3 punches so that next turn I can set myself up to finish this one off, because we're sort of at the break in a round here. But yeah, there just wasn't enough. not enough thugs around for me to do that. So I think this is okay, because I know I've got the 2 wilds there, so I know I'm going to be able to finish this off next round, and I should, hopefully, if I can do another... the only problem is I need to be able to do a punch as well. And I'm not in a spot with any thugs. Oh, you know what as well? I came over here, did that punch, and I never drew myself an extra card. The whole point of coming in here and punching that thug was to heal up, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to take another card here. Ooh, there you go. Look at that. 2 punches. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm happy with that because at least we've got him down to 1 urn. Hopefully it's not the Plover Urn. But we have done all the rest of that, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we're pretty close. Now, how close are we though? Alright, is he about to Shazam us? Alright, hopefully my bloody camera doesn't go off again. Here we go. Okay. It's playing up the last few videos actually. Keeps sort of shutting down even though the battery is fully charged. Alright. Move clockwise to the next location. Oh, so it's another one of these. Alright, so he's moving clockwise. So he's going this way. So he jumps to this spot with old Dian way. Move clockwise to the next location with an urn. Oh, this could be good for... No, he's going to jump away, isn't he? Yep. Move clockwise to the next location with an urn. Okay. So he's moved this way. Then there's civilians there, so he jumps away to the next location with no civilian if possible. That's this one here. Luckily there's no... Every time I say luckily there's no urn here, something bad happens. And yes, I can already see that he's about to steal 2 more urns. Alright, so we're also going to take... No, sorry, he's not stealing... Well, sorry, he's not stealing from the ban, but he's going to steal it from the overflow. He's going to do a damage to Dian Wei. Dian Wei will block it. He's not able to use his Savage Guard ability because he's not in that location, and he is not guarding his lord. Alright, so he's now going to... Oh, sorry. Okuni is going to jump to the next location with a civilian. So she's going to distract this guard, discard him. And now, yeah, now unfortunately, look at all this clearing. All of this clearing over here. And he's decided to come this way. And now we have an overflow and an overflow here, so that's 2 more urns. I think they come from the nearest urn to the, well, yeah, they're both these 2 spots. So alright, we're back in trouble again. But, well, you know what, good thing we did all that rescuing because we were down to 2 left, weren't we? So if that had happened, we would have been good night Irene. Alright, so I'm gonna put that there. And now it's time for the heroes. Alright, heroes, gotta get your game faces back on again because he's now over here. So we can't really rely on capturing that stuff back off him as quickly as we did before. So now we are in a bit of trouble here. Right. Oh no, that's not good. We don't have... Alright, we don't have the punches to be able to take this out. So we're going to unfortunately end up with 2 hero turns here. But alright, so let's have a look here. We're going to have to... Let's get this out of the way while we can. Because we've got the 2 heroics there. I mean, the other option is... Oh no, but we don't have... Yeah, we don't have any stars coming up. At least that we're aware of, so we've got to use it now. Alright, so if that's the case, if we're using stars to complete this, what card are we going to play? Just taking out a single guy is not great. Now, technically, I should say one of the things I could have been doing, and it's, you know, there's nothing in the rules that say you can't do this. You could rescue a civilian, so you can use your stars to rescue the guards. It's just that you want the guards around to block him from stealing and possibly do him some damage. However, you do run the risk of overflow like this as well, so you got to be sort of mindful of how you do it. So I probably should have at least rescued one of those guards at some point with one of those stars, one of those heroics. Okay, what am I gonna do? He's probably not going to stay here because there's no urns here. He's more likely to end up over here. So me coming over here just to be near him is probably not super good. A super good move. And I'm not going to be able to attack him this turn because I'm not going to be able to get him vulnerable. Or am I? Wait a minute. What am I talking about? I can totally do this. Oh, yes, I can. Alright, so hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So if I do this, hold on. So I've got a movement, and I'm going to use Rampaging Tusk, a movement, and 2 unpreventable damage. We'll just do, unfortunately we're sort of wasting it, but we'll do the 2 unpreventable damage here to this thug. Then we'll use the 2 stars, the 2, oh, yeah, okay, the 2 stars there. We'll clear this mission using the wilds. Okay, we've raised the alarm. We've also defeated all the thugs. This ninja army has been defeated. So we did it. But the question is, do I want to have defeated 2 thugs? Oh no, you know what, because we need to get rid of stuff here, don't we? Okay. Now, we're going to stay here. Is there any reason we need... Because we can't move here. The 2 unpreventable damage was part of that single effect, so we can't say, oh, we're going to do 1 unpreventable damage here and then jump in here and do 1 more damage to him. So, I don't really think there's a reason to move. So I'm going to stay here, and that will let me gain another card. Again, I think I might have missed a trick here, because I think he should be on full health. Why is he not on full health? He shouldn't have taken a damage, because he'd healed himself, and... yeah, alright. Pretty sure I was supposed to draw... maybe I was supposed to draw that at the beginning of the turn. Okay. Right. In which case, it probably would have been better to play that card, but anyway. I've got my double wilds though, so that's looking good. Okay, we've just got to survive the next couple of turns. Alright, so we've only got 1 more hero turn. Okay. Cao Ren. Alright, what are you up to, buddy? So we've given him movement, but he's right on the opposite side of the board, so that's not great. Yeah, we need, where's his rampaging bull or whatever it was called, charging bull, that's what we needed. Well, in that case, maybe what we do is we just build up some punch power. Yeah, what have we given ourselves here? Move. Right. Move. And then don't use the punch, and then I can gain another card, and then I can do like a big hit if I can get to him. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Where am I going to move? Where is he going to go? If he goes clockwise to a spot with an urn, he'll go there. If he goes counterclockwise, he'll go here. That's if he does that. Maybe he'll just stay where he is. So I'm going to... okay, I'm going to... ooh, he's played a bunch of these though, hasn't he? He's played a bunch of those, so is he likely to play another one again? I don't know. I think I'm going to stay there. I think I'm going to stay put. Right. Yeah. I'm going to stay put. I'm not going to use the punch. I'm not going to use the punch, and I will... That allows me to draw a card, which I've got this one here. Yep, okay. I don't get to have Gun Ning's turn because now he's under pressure. He is vulnerable though, that's good, but he's under pressure, so he's going next. Alright, so we've got move and a punch we've given Gun Ning if we get to his turn. Let's hope he doesn't steal 3 urns in this turn though. What's he up to? Uh-oh. What's he going to do? Oh, he's going 3. Okay. 1. So this is good. 1, 2. Doesn't really matter which way he goes, does it? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Lands in Okuni's spot. So there's no triggering of anything there. There's no BAM though, so he's not stealing, but he's going to do the cannon blast. Oh, okay, so he does 2 damage. I should have shown this off. 2 damage. I think is it to 1 hero in each sort of location around in a circle or something? 2 damage to 1 hero in his location and each of the next 3 counterclockwise locations. So he fires it this way. So he does to 1 hero here. Who have we got there? We've got Gun Ning, who's not under protection of his wayward bodyguard. We sort of forgot about that, didn't we? So maybe... Ooh. But do no... Ooh, hold on. Who's getting a turn next? Oh, but he's not getting a turn for a while. Man, it would have been perfect. We could have unleashed, done a whole bunch of damage. What's Gun Ning going to be able to do? Well, oh really? Oh, really? Hold on a second. If Gun Ning triggers Night Raid, he can delay the turn by 1. And I think that would mean that Cao Ren would get to have a turn. So in which case it's more beneficial for us to lose a couple of cards from Gun Ning. So the Brave Lord Gun Ning is going to take some hits, taking 2 damage there. Alright, not enough to take him down. Luckily we have Matsumoto Castle up our sleeve. But unfortunately... Oh, hold on, this is good. 1, 2, 3. Yes, haha! The bodyguard is hiding out away from the cannon blast, so we don't take any more damage other than that. So, wow. Goemon's let us off the hook there. He really could have done some damage because he hasn't. He's come to us. We can now pilfer the urns back off him, or we can just beat him up. So now this is where it gets interesting. Do we want to sort of keep him alive a bit so we can beat him up? We'll see. All right, so Gun Ning. All right, what are you going to do, buddy? So we're going to draw a card for you. He's got himself 2 movement. I don't think he wants to run away. I think what he wants to do is he wants to trigger a Night Raid. So he's going to do a single punch. He's got another punch over here, so that's 2 damage. Haha, take that. Is he going to move? Nah, he'll stay there. So 2 punches, but he's going to delay the next villain turn. And apologies, I always forget which way to put this up, but the main thing is we need to know that there's a token here, so we get to have another turn before the villain should go here. Now, Dian Wei. Wait a second. Why do I have so many cards out? I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to have 4 to start with though. Did I heal myself that much? Did he come back here and use this twice? Don't think so. Alright, I'm just going to not... I don't know what I've done. I'm not going to draw. I could be making a mistake here. I don't think I should be drawing that many cards for him. Alright. But I do have, I mean, look, I'm being very magnanimous here, you know, with my double wilds and double punches and stuff. I am over here though, so that's not great. But we can. Oh, man, I really want to use one of these to get an urn back, but I'm not going to be able to get there in time, am I? I could just get over there and punch him. The only way I'm going to be able to do any damage to him at all with Dian Wei is to... Well, you know what? No, Dian Wei can do this because then Cao Ren will be able to use these as confiscation techniques. Alright, so let's go 1 and 2 with their movement. We'll do a single punch. He's still got quite a lot of health here. Still kicking with 6 health. Alright, let's not count our chickens. Plovers. Let's not count our plovers before we put them in an urn. I'm not really sure where I was going with that, but I'm going to move twice. Done that, done the punch. So it's now time. Not for Goemon's turn, haha! But it's now time for our devastating attack from Cao Ren. Cao Ren's drawn himself 2 punches. Alright, what are we going to do here? Let's go all out. Let's take... Oh, yes. Okay, what are we doing? Surprise wave. I think we're going to do a surprise wave. It's time for a surprise wave. Here we go. So, we're going to stay where we are. We get to do a punch. We'll use these 2. Oh, now this is... Which of these things is not the same? Oh, man. 2 of these things are just like the other. One of these things is just not the same. Sesame Street, don't fail me now. I'm going to take this one and this one. Alright. Let's put them back. I guess the closest... These 2 spots there. Alright. Now, how many cards are we going to give up? How much health does he have? He's got 5, I think, now? Yep. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, oh man, alright. So, here is... Whoa. Alright, we could finish it right now, because we could use 1 less of these as a confiscation action. Combine it with our 4 cards here, and Shazam, even though we're KOing ourselves, we are taking him out. But then he'd have 2 urns. He would have 2 urns. Now, the problem is, if we leave him alive, we've seen that he has a high capacity to take 2 urns in a single turn, if not 3. So he could end up with, instead of 2 urns, he could end up with, say, 3 or 4 or something like that. So, oof, what are we going to do? Look. Let's do 3 damage to him and leave a surprise wave up our sleeve. Hopefully he won't damage us. Oh, do I... Whoa. Do I do 2 damage? Because the thing is, if he's... If he dishes out 2 hits with a cannonball like that again, that's another urn that we lose. Oh no, okay. You know what, let's do it. I'm going to go 3 damage. Alright, 3 damage to the bottom of my deck. Let's leave the double punch at the top, I guess. Yep, we'll do it that way. Yep. Okay. Yep, saving that one. So, that's been spent. I said 3 damage, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Leaving him on 2 health. Alright, but he's alive and kicking. Alright, how many urns is he going to finish with? Alright, here we go. What's he up to? Oh no. Uh-oh, I think I just saw that. Yep, he's going to do Cannon Blast again, which means he's going to hop all the way to the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to hit all of them. Well, he's going to hit one of them, isn't he? 1 hero in... Yeah, okay, so I can choose to... Ooh, this is interesting as well, alright. Oh man, but the problem is, I'm so far away. Gun Ning's got some super movement, but he doesn't have any punches when he gets there. Alright, well, someone's got to take the hit. If it's Gun Ning, he's dead. We don't want that. If it's Cao Ren, he's dead. We don't want that. It's going to have to be Dian Wei. Now, Dian Wei can block one of those damages, so he's only going to take 1 hit. He'll lose the single movement, I guess. Alright. How do we get to him? How do we get to him? I don't think either of these two are going to get to him in time. Ning, what are you doing, buddy? One, 2, 3 would get him there. Is that useful? I guess just having someone on either side is useful. But unfortunately, I don't think that gives us what we need. We needed like a move and a punch. A move and a punch would at least do 1 damage. What do we got? Man, a move and a... okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play... No, we're not going to play that. We'll play this one. Although this would give us a punch and a star. Just in case someone else can get to him next turn, we'll use that. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2 here. Hopefully I'm not starting to rush and make mistakes here. But 1, 2, I'm going to use the punch on nothing. But I'm going to use the star to rescue this civilian there. That's all I can do, I think. Yeah. Oh man, he slipped through our grasp. We had him. All right. It's his turn. Oh, it's back and forth, down to the wire. What's he up to? All right. He's going this way. 1, 2. I really hope the camera's still working. Yep. Okay, still going. Alright, because I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm excited. You guys might have switched off about 5 hours ago, but still. Where am I going? What's happening? He was here, wasn't he? He's gone. Whoopsie. He's gone 1, 2. Okay, he's jumped back over this way. There's no one there to foil his plan, so he can steal this urn. But we've prevented an urn theft over here with the overflow. That's good. Alright. Now, Okuni is going to jump over here. And she's going to get rid of this civilian here, which is annoying, but anyway. Okay. Oh, what's going to happen? Alright, I think we've got him. Then he's going to put 1 and a 2 and a 3... and a 4, and I forgot to do some damage. My apologies. Okay. So before I did that, what I was supposed to do was the actual damage from his BAM. So his BAM would have hit... Oh no, Cao Ren. Oh no, we are going to lose another urn. Alright, Cao Ren loses his surprise wave. Gun Ning is too far away, that's good. Dian Wei gets to block 1 damage, so that's fine. Yes, but that's costly. So when a hero is KO'd, do not activate his BAM. Instead, remove the nearest urn token to Goemon. Alright, so it's got to be one of these two. I don't think... let's do this one, I guess, because at least there's a civilian there, although I think she's going to get rid of it, or he'll get rid of it. Oh no, well, there's no... Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does if it's the genuine urn, I guess we'll find out. Okay. Yeah, okay, alright. Well, back and forth, what's going to happen? Alright, we've got to get rid of some of these urns before we take him out. He's got 2 health. Can we do it? Just incidentally, Inuyama Castle here, lovely castle as well, it has an end of turn effect which has been opened up thanks to Akuni here, which says draw a card if you did not move this turn. It's a nice place to relax, but unfortunately that is not the case, because we didn't really end our turn there. It was removed during the villain turn. Alright, so whose turn is it actually? It is now Cao Ren's turn. Oh, he's going to wake up angry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Alright, we should have our charging bull thing here, and we do have at least 1 star, so we can get rid of at least one of these urns. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright. Yes, we do too. Now, who's coming up after that? We've got Ning. Ning's a bit far away. If I can give him... we don't have the movement. How many double movements has Ning used? He hasn't used many, so he's probably got a fair few still up his sleeve. So the thing is, I could finish him off now, right? I could step in with a charging bull. Or could I? Would the charging bull actually move me too far? So charging bull, because I don't have any other movement with the charging bull, so I'd step in, punch, step and punch. So I'd have to step away and punch again. Not ideal. No, the charging bull is not ideal. Alright. Because then I wouldn't also be in a position to use the star there. So I think I have to use the movement. But hold on, that could be good. Oh, hold on, is this the perfect... Is this actually what I should have noticed in the first place? The single movement... See, the charging bull was the trap. The single movement's going to be great here. Because I can go in, step in. I can say, hey, stop right there. Give me one of those urns. Oh, it's always so tough. Okay, this one. We'll put it down there. And then I can punch him for 1. And by giving 1 movement, I think that gives Ning the movement. He needs to step in and do the final punch. But without a star, though. Oh, okay. Let's go over there. Are we happy with 2? Are we happy with 2? I don't know. Alright. Ning's turn. Ooh, Shadow Rush. Oh man, now I wish I'd played that star thing. Oh man, oh no, but I wouldn't have been able to get to him and do the thingy. Alright. Well, let's use the Shadow Rush just to show you what it is. It lets you move twice and punch. Now, this doesn't necessarily say you have to do that in that order, and I can't remember I know definitely the charging bullet was supposed to be, in that order. I can't remember if that was my... I can't remember if that was my intention with Shadow Rush, so let's not cheat, just in case I am cheating with that. Let's just do this one anyway. So we're going to move twice. Alright, and you know what? Let's bring the whole family together. We're going to bring, since we're moving with our bodyguard, we're going to bring Dian with us. And Ning's going to land the final blow, a single punch. We just didn't quite have the stars there to do any more confiscating, so now it all comes down to this. So we have successfully defeated Goemon, but alright, if one of these is the genuine, the real McCoy, the fair dinkum Plover, then we still lose. Alright, so here's the first one. Alright, is it the fake or is it genuine? I'll flip it this way so I can't see. Alright. Alright, are you all laughing at me? Okay. Oh no, it was the first one. Alright, well, there was another fake, unfortunately. But he did get the genuine one, so we thought we had him, but he just, the wily fox that he was, he got away with the genuine urn. Well, I still had a lot of fun with that one. I hope you guys did too. I hope that sort of showed some of the ins and outs of the Warriors Orochi mode. I've really had a blast sort of making it. I probably didn't show off the Muso. The one time I got to show off the Muso mode, Muso link, I really didn't use it very well. But hope you guys have enjoyed seeing all these different Dynasty Warriors characters and Samurai Warriors characters and that sort of thing over the last few months or so that I've been sort of working on them. But specifically, I hope you really enjoyed Goemon. He was a lot of fun to design and make, and went through different iterations of trying to work out how to have the guards and the ninjas sort of following around. And I had all these different modes where like the guards would sort of get placed out, and then they would pull civilians away and all sorts of stuff, and it was all a bit too complicated. And luckily, I had two great homebrew designers in Nelly Nell and Norlith. Play tested him with me and sort of gave me some good feedback and advice, and yeah, sort of said, you know, keep it simple, stupid sort of thing. So and so hopefully this, you know, and probably not the most simple villain battle there, but hopefully you can see that it's you know, it's not too hard to run. Yeah, you know, it allows for some swinginess. It's, you know, you can get some real unlucky turns early on, and have a whole bunch of urns that are stolen away from you. But I've tried to provide enough back and forth where you've got enough different sort of avenues to sort of get in there, and if you really concentrate on it, try and get those urns back, sort of thing. And it's a matter of like right at the end there, being able to sort of take enough urns away as you're trying to damage him, sort of thing, so that you know, you can either have none, hopefully, or, you know, very few, so the odds are in your favor. But in this case, it wasn't to be. But that's all. I wanted to have that element of like, if you let one urn slip, you know, you have that sort of tension of like, oh, is it the right one, sort of thing. And so hopefully that came through and showed the fun you can have with this one. So yeah. Anyway, well, thank you very much, guys. I hope that was enjoyable. Hope you guys have been enjoying the homebrew content from all the different homebrewers out there, and myself included. Thank you for putting up with me showing off my own stuff as well. I thought it'd be nice just to sort of, you know, put a pin in the Warriors Orochi stuff for a while. Like I said, I'd like to get back to it and add more to the range, but at the moment it's all sort of systems go with G.I. Joe United. Very close to being able to release that, you know, show that off on Facebook, but and show it off on the channel as well. But the good news is it's now up and running on Tabletop Simulator. So if you want to try G.I. Joe United out for yourself, it's all the stuff that I've created for it is fully uploaded there. So that includes 3 heroes: Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Scarlet. On a side note, if you're in the Big Head Chibis Patreon, I'd really appreciate if you guys stop voting for villains and vote for some G.I. Joe members, so I can actually have some soldiers in the mix as well. But at the moment, those are the 3 I've got, so all very ninja-y. But Roadblock is on the way, so he should be up and running hopefully this weekend. But also we've got Destro, Cobra Commander, and the Baroness available as villains. I've got, I think, 12 locations. We've got the Now You Know and Knowing Is Half the Battle challenge mode, where you have an alternate rescue civilians mission where every 3rd civilian that you rescue, basically if you've rescued the 3rd civilian in a particular turn, you essentially rescue a kid and you give them some PSA advice like the old G.I. Joe cartoon, and you get to draw like a little PSA card that gives you a special ability, one-off special ability discard sort of thing. So That's pretty fun. And also the big news is that vehicle mode is pretty much complete now. So I've got, in fact, actually, I can show off the vehicle cards. So these are the vehicle cards from G.I. Joe vehicle mode. So there are 4 Cobra vehicles seeded into the deck. So if you sort of dig through the deck too greedily and too deeply, you'll get these Balrog vehicles come out, and these sort of attach to the villain and give them special effects throughout the game, and quite nasty. You can take them out, you can sort of deal extra damage to the villain, essentially, or not extra damage, but you can forfeit damage that you would deal to the villain to remove their vehicle. But otherwise what you're really searching for is these vehicles here. So what happens is you draw 2 of these and put them in a display, just like the team decks, or the when you're playing Commander solo mode with that little support deck sort of thing. And you have all sorts of things like the Toss and Cross, Mauler, the RPG, which I found out is not a giant rocket but actually a giant drone surveillance thing, so at least that's what I think it is. So that's kind of cool. You can spy on the enemy there and look at their master plan deck if you follow them around with the drone. You got the Wolverine, the Ore Striker, that was my favourite vehicle as a kid. You got the Ram, and Sky Striker there as well, so you can fly around in a jet. And you've got the, I thought it was the armoured personnel carrier, but apparently it's the amphibious personnel carrier, so who knew? So, but the tarpaulin on the back is probably a clue that it's not very armoured, so there you go. But the idea is you get these vehicles, put them out near your character, and they don't sit in the, they don't go in your deck, they don't go in the storyline, they sort of sit in your play area. I guess similar to the new Beast Boy that's coming out, and then it gives you either like an armor boost where you get to draw extra cards, or you have an ability to bail out so you can flip the card to avoid a damage sort of thing. But each vehicle also comes with its own equipment card and gives you access to that equipment card while you're in the vehicle as well. I haven't printed the vehicle, the equipment cards out yet, so they are on the way. But yeah, all of that stuff's available for G.I. Joe United on the tabletop simulator. And if you want to use the vehicles, you can, I've got these tokens where you can basically put your character on the token and have them traveling around on the vehicle. Or I really would love, maybe I'll have to try and commission someone, or Big Head Chibis if you're listening, or any of the supporters of Big Head Chibis, maybe, you know, you can vote for some vehicles in the next upcoming vote. But love to have some little models of the vehicles as well you can replace your characters with as well. But we'll see what we can do down the track with that. But in the meantime, there are tokens. I've also got most of that stuff available on the Marvel United wiki as well, in the Homebrew section under G.I. Joe United, so you can print this stuff out with the pro print files. I haven't got, I think most of that's available except maybe the tokens. And I haven't got the I don't know if I said home print or pro print, but I've got the pro. You can print them off professionally, or you can print them off, you know, just at the office work store or whatever, you know, one sheet at a time sort of thing. But if you want that proper home print sheet where you have all of them together, I haven't got that organised yet, so apologies for that. But now I'm rambling, so I should probably let you guys go. But we'll be back with another probably official game probably in the next week or so. Yeah, we'll keep rolling with lots of great homebrew content. Yeah, looking forward to seeing, speaking of Norlith before, looking forward to seeing his Mortal Kombat stuff soon as well, so that'll be really cool as well. Alright, well, thank you very much, guys. Hope that was a blast for you, and we'll get them next time. Alright, thanks, guys. Monkey out. See ya.